Thought about what you said last night about my painting. Stayed up half the night just thinking about it. Then something occurred to me and I fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. Haven't thought about you since. Do you know what it was that occurred to me? You're just a kid. You haven't got the faintest idea of what you're talking about. You've never been out of Boston, right? So if I ask you about art, you'd probably give me a skinny on every art book ever written. Michelangelo, you know about him. A life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, the whole works. But I bet you couldn't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel. You never actually stood there and looked up at that beautiful ceiling. If I ask you about women, you'd probably give me a syllabus and your personal favorites. You might have actually been late a few times, but you couldn't tell me what it's like to just wake up at the side of a woman and feel truly happy. You're a tough kid. If I ask you about war, you'd probably throw Shakespeare at me. Once more into the breaches, dear friends. But you've never actually been near one. You don't know what it feels like to have your best friend's head in your lap whilst he gasps his last breaths, looking at you for help. If I ask you about love, you'd probably quote me a sonnet. You don't know what it feels like to look at a woman and feel completely vulnerable. Feeling like just one look from her eyes that can completely level you. Feeling like God put an angel on earth just for you, to save you from the depths of hell. And you being her angel too, knowing that you have a love that will last forever. Through anything, through cancer. You don't know what it feels like to sit sleeping up in a hospital room for 2 months whilst you hold that woman's hand. And the doctors can see that look in your eye, that the terms visiting hours don't apply. You don't know what it's like to suffer real loss, because the only way you do that is to love somebody more than you love yourself. And I doubt you've even dared to even think that. When I look at you, I don't see a smart, intelligent guy. I see a cocky, scared shitless kid. You're a genius, Will. Nobody will deny that. Nobody could possibly understand the depths of you. But yet you see a painting of mine and presume to know everything about me and proceed to rip my fucking life apart. You're an orphan, right? So you think I know the first thing of how hard that's been, who you are and how you feel, because I read Olive a fucking Twist? Huh? Does that encapsulate you? Personally, I don't give a shit about all of that. Because there's nothing I can learn from you that I can't read in a fucking book. Unless you want to talk about you, then I'm in. I'm fascinated. You don't want to do that, do you, sport, huh? You're petrified of what you might actually say. Your move, Chief.